Have you ever had one of those days where your brain feels like a crowded group chat? Everyone's talking at the same time about things you didn't even ask about? You're trying to make breakfast and suddenly your brain goes, "Did you reply to that message? What if you said something embarrassing yesterday? Why aren't you more productive? What if your life isn't going anywhere?" And you're like, "Bruh, I just woke up, chill." If your mind feels loud, even when the world is quiet, then today's video is for you, because I'm going to teach you the quiet mind method. It's simple, it's practical, and no, you don't have to meditate on a mountain or turn into a monk to do it. You just need you, your mind, and a few minutes. So let's talk about how to think less, stress less, and live more starting today. Why your mind won't shut up. Let's start with something comforting. Your brain is not broken. You're not too emotional or too overthinking. Your brain is literally doing what a human brain is designed to do: scan for danger, predict problems, and keep you alive. The issue? Your brain still thinks you're living in the jungle fighting tigers. Meanwhile, your biggest threat today is probably a late email. Modern life is overwhelming. Too many choices, too much information, too many notifications, too many expectations. So the brain reacts by thinking more, worrying more, planning more, even when nothing is actually wrong. Overthinking is not a personality trait. It's just your brain stuck in protection mode. And today's method will help you switch it back into living mode. The quiet mind method has 3 simple steps. Pause the storm. Stop the noise. Anchor the moment. Bring your brain back to the real world. And choose a direction. Decide your next tiny action. That's it. Simple, but extremely powerful when done consistently. Let's break it down. Step 1. Pause the storm. When your mind feels loud, messy, or chaotic, the first thing you need is not motivation, not positivity, not a 20-step morning routine. You need a pause. A mental pause is like pressing mute on a loud TV. Nothing magical happens, but suddenly the noise stops controlling you. Here are 3 ways to pause the storm. The 3-second reset. This is the simplest one. Just pause. Breathe in for 3 seconds, hold for 1, and then let it out slowly. Do it once or twice. You'll literally feel your brain go from, to, okay, we're alive, cool. Notice one physical sensation. Look around and pay attention to something real. Your foot touching the floor, your hand on your lap, the sound of a fan, the feeling of your shirt on your skin. This snaps your mind out of the spiral and back into reality. Name the thought. Just say in your mind, "Oh, I'm having a worry thought. Oh, I'm having a self-doubt thought. Oh, I'm imagining a future disaster that doesn't exist." By giving it a label, you take away its power. You separate you from the thought. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You're the one who hears them. And once the storm calms even a little, you can move to the next step. Step 2. Anchor the moment. Now that your brain isn't screaming at you anymore, it's time to bring it back into the present moment. Not the imaginary future, not the replay of your past, not the 70 tabs open in your mental browser. Just right now. Here are a few simple anchoring tools you can use anywhere. The 5-second scan. Look around and notice. One thing you can see, one thing you can hear, one thing you can feel. It grounds your mind instantly. The here and now sentence. In your head, say, "I'm here. This is what I'm doing. This is what matters right now." For example, "I'm here washing dishes. My mind is calm. This moment is enough." Feels cheesy, I know, but it works. Micro movements. Stretch your fingers. Roll your shoulders. Take a slow sip of water. Sit up straighter. The moment your body becomes present, your mind follows. This is the part of the quiet mind method that retrains your brain to stop living in imaginary worlds and come back to the only moment that actually exists, now. And step 3, choose a direction. This is the step that turns peace into progress. Once your mind is quiet, you'll notice something surprising. You can finally think clearly. Now you ask yourself one simple question: what is the next tiny thing I can do? Not the whole solution, not the whole plan, not the whole day, just the next tiny step. And then you choose. Take a sip of water. Send one message. Clean one small spot. Write one sentence. Take one deep breath. Walk for 1 minute. Organize one item. Do one simple thing. Your brain loves small wins. Every small step tells your mind, we're okay. We're moving. We're in control. This step stops the overthinking loop and replaces it with momentum. Remember this: clarity doesn't come before action. Clarity comes from action. What happens when you practice this daily? When you use the quiet mind method regularly, something amazing starts happening. Your thoughts slow down. Your stress softens. Your reactions become calmer. Your decisions become clearer, and your days feel lighter. Not because life becomes easier, but because your mind becomes quieter. You stop living in the past. You stop obsessing about the future. You stop drowning in what-ifs. Instead, you start living in the only time that matters, right now. And that's where peace is, always. If your mind has felt loud lately, that doesn't mean you're broken. It just means you're human. And the quiet mind method isn't about silencing your thoughts forever. It's about learning to guide them, redirect them, and create space between you and your worries. Practicing this for just a few minutes a day can change the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you live. So, take a breath, pause the storm, anchor the moment, and choose your direction. Your quiet mind is already inside you. You're just learning how to hear it again.